One of the really good things about teaching undergraduate seminars at Goldsmiths is the mix of students you get from different degree courses. Some students doing English and history, English and drama, English and creative writing. It means that they all bring different approaches to the text in question, and that can make for real variation across discussion. Also, because we get lots of local students but also national and international students, that spread makes for an interesting juxtaposition of approaches too. If you're teaching, say, Boccaccio or Dante, for example, an Italian student will have been brought up to think about those authors and those texts in a completely different way. And what they have to say about them and the way that they're perceived in their own countries is really useful to hear for the UK students. I'd say that probably the thing that I love most about teaching here and anywhere is finding students that really care about what they're doing and have a passion for it. They have a passion for learning, but not learning in terms of acquiring new knowledge, but for learning to think in a different way. And the students that understand the difference between those two things. I think with students like that, you find out that you're learning new things all the time too. And in a good seminar, I'm just as likely to say something interesting as they are. You know, there's no. It's a very democratic process when a seminar works well. In fact, I think they're more likely to say something brilliant than I am because they're coming to these texts for the first time, and often I will have taught them before. That's how texts don't become static, with new people coming to them all the time and having different reactions to them. They remain dynamic, and the process remains dynamic, which I think is really important.
Do you think we do enough to bring on the passionate student?
In terms of attracting the right students to come here to study them?
Yes, that.
To study, or...
And then when they're here, are there things that we can do that would improve the student experience, in your view?
I'm aware that some students don't find all the lectures here that engaging. Particularly with first year courses, I do wonder if people giving the same lecture year after year might begin to lose the enthusiasm that they may have originally had for the text in question. And of course it's a vast spectrum, you know, you get people like Alan Downey playing the piano in a lecture and students remember that lecture forever, you know, they love it. But then you do see some people sitting in lectures asleep, or nodding, their heads nodding, because the lecturer's just standing at the front of the room and reading out a lecture, and I think that's something that we could probably improve on in the department, yeah.